Maybe somebody would say, when I was living right, I was in leadership, but now that I've messed up, what do I do in the kingdom now? For some others, I could hide behind being a baby Christian and just follow and just help. But now my baby Christian season is over. So, what do I do now? What is your purpose in this season? What is your purpose in this season? As we go into a new year and as the church and the kingdom begins to shift and begins to switch, it's important that you know where you fit in this season.
Right.
And more than just where you fit, really, where do you belong? Because just because you fit doesn't mean you belong. My sister sent me this picture. Put it on the screen. She sent me this picture of, it's an onion, but it has an orange in the middle of it. It says, not every place you fit is where you belong. Or it fits there.
Right.
But it doesn't belong there.
Right.
You might still fit with those folk. But it doesn't mean you belong with those folk.
Right.
You might still fit with those folk. But it doesn't mean you belong with those folk.
Right.
You might still fit in that church. But it doesn't mean you belong in that church.
Right.
You might still fit with that organization, but it doesn't mean you belong in that organization. And this season, you need to know, what is my purpose in this season? Not just where I fit, but where do I belong? Am I holding on to a call that's not for this season? Have I been disqualified because I failed to obey God last year? And since I didn't do last year what he told me to do last year, does that disqualify me for this year? I got busy and I got distracted and too much time has passed now for me to do that. Or has it? What is my purpose in this season? Well, God is sending this word to tell lots of somebodies in here today that however you were used before and whatever you were doing before is not what he wants for you in this season. And he's also telling a lot of other somebodies that your mistake, your disobedience, and your rebellion is null and void to him. He don't care what you did then. He don't care what you didn't do then. That's null and void. He's saying you're high maintenance, but you're not disposable. You're working my nerves, but you're not disposable. I wish you had done what I told you to do, but it doesn't mean you are disqualified. You are not disposable. You are reusable, and he is calling you again. He's telling you again. He's nudging you again. And I know it feels like you can't be used the way you are right now. How I am right now, God can't use me how I am right now. But sometimes you just have to be washed to be reused.
Wash, Lord.
It's like a good pot. Or some well-made Tupperware. It's like those, y'all know those old, thick, black iron skillets.
Cast iron.
Anybody still got one of them? That old, probably one at my house might be old as me, but you know the black ones that thick and then they rough all around. They say, y'all know you can't fry nothing as good and other stuff. That new stuff can't fry like those old black skillets. Or it could be, like that crystal punch bowl that your mom had. Now you can't use it dirty. You can't use it with old food crusted all in it and food all dried on it and burnt on it. And you can't use it and it's still greasy. Or you can't use the bowl and it's all sticky. Nobody wants to use it like that. It would do more harm than good if you used it and it looks like that. But there's nothing wrong with it except it's dirty.
Just dirty.
You just need to wash it. Maybe you need to soak it. Maybe you need to scrub it. Maybe my mama put that elbow grease in it. Maybe you need to scrub it. But as soon as you wash it, it's good to go again. And God told
Come on. Come on.
All you need is to be washed. And you're ready to be reused.
Cleaned up.
Don't let the devil make it more complicated than that. Don't let the devil make it more complicated than it is. Don't let church folk make it more complicated than it is. Don't let your own guilt and condemnation make it more complicated than it is. All you need, and nothing wrong with you, you just need to be washed.
Right.
Do like David did in our text, in our first text.
First one.
David said, cleanse me with hyssop.
Right.
Hyssop was a little plant they used. They dip it in the blood and they would sprinkle it on you, and that would make you ceremonially clean in the eyes of God. He said, God, cleanse me with hyssop and I will be clean. Then David said, wash me.
Yes. Wash me.
Just wash me.
Yeah.
And I'll be whiter than snow. He said a few more things. He got down to it. He said, then will I teach transgressors your ways. And then sinners are going to turn back to you. In other words, God, just wash me and put me back in the game.
Amen.
We ain't got to go through a whole lot of stuff. Just wash me. Put me right back in the game. I'm still the same guy, God. I have the same heart that's after your heart. I have the same gifts. I have the same calling. I still have your approval to stand in this office and this place that you put me in. So just wash me and I'll be reusable. Sometimes you just have to be washed to be reused.